We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello everyone and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Action Comics number 540. This is from volume 1, which is the 1938 series. This issue was written by Marv Wolfman, art by Gil Kane, letters by Andy Kubert. Gene D'Angelo was the colorist, Julius Schwartz editor. There's a backup story of Aquaman, written by Bob Rozakis, pencils by Alex Saviuk, Joe Giella, inker, Phil Felix, letterer, Tatjana Wood, colorist, Julius Schwartz editor. The cover's by Gil Kane. It's an awesome cover. That is a very effective cover. I would have dropped 60 cents on this in a second back in the day. So this issue is dated February 1983, and it is another installment in the Lord Satanis Cyrene storyline as they fight over the Runestone. Well, Lord Satanis has taken over Superman's split body that is trapped in the 1400s, and he is fighting with Cyrene using Superman's invulnerability to protect himself. Meanwhile, Clark in the modern era is not quite dead. He came close, but he jumps back to life and manages to get to Lois's apartment despite the doctors wanting to run a whole bunch of tests. And he's in really tough shape. So he's trying to take it easy for a little while, but his other half is not having that much luck, as Cyrene and Lord Satanis have one of the most violent disputes they could possibly have as they fight for the fate of the world. And Cyrene's power is very, very strong, but her ability to wield it is not. Lord Satanis has a much better understanding of his magical powers, which gives him somewhat of an advantage, especially because he's inhabiting Superman's body, and he is talking to Superman's subconscious, trying to get him to work with him to stop Cyrene from conquering the world. Superman, of course, does not want to kill her, but Lord Satanis does, so that's a problem. Now, when Clark in the present day tries to go back to the Daily Planet and get some time off, he overhears Lois talking about a story that she's been working on for the last several issues about forgotten heroes. Perry wanted her to run this story because Superman's power was fading and it might be the twilight of Superman, so he wanted her to write a story about forgotten heroes. And she mentions some characters that are pretty obscure at this point in comics. The Suicide Squad, the original ones, not the ones from like the movies or anything. Cave Carson, Vigilante, Ragman, Rip Hunter, and Bawana Beast. Well, Superman didn't know at this point who Rip Hunter was. So when Lord Satanis cast his spell on him to keep him from using the Cosmic Treadmill and the Legion Bubble and all that, that was because he was trying to keep Superman from using his known methods of time travel. So Superman has a way to get back to the past to assist his other self, but he has to find Rip Hunter to do it. And we're left with a cliffhanger ending that looks really awesome. Then in the Aquaman story, Aquaman is almost down for the count, and Valana keeps beating the crap out of him. And Mera and Valana have to duke it out, and Aquaman is able to buy Mera a little bit of time so they can engage in single combat. And in the end, there's a tragedy, but Mera is able to do one thing which I think all Aquaman fans wanted at this point, which was to get Mera back to Earth, because it is revealed that Valana actually fixed whatever was wrong with Mera on Earth, so she was able to go back to Earth in Mera's body. Well, now that Mera's no longer being possessed by Valana, she is able to go back to Earth with her husband. So that's a big step forward for the storyline with Mera and Aquaman, and it's done in a backup story. A very good backup story, by the way. This was a really fun story and a lot of action. Mera is really, really kicking butt. It shows exactly how competent she is, not only as a queen, but as a warrior as well. This was a fantastic issue all around. Everything hit perfectly. The Superman story was phenomenal. It's got a lot of action, a lot of great art. The Aquaman story, same thing. A lot of action, a lot of great art. Very much a fun comic book, in the way comic books really should be and never should have stopped being. It was fun. It was a little over the top at times, but it worked, and the art was spectacular. There's some really great detailing in here as well. I can't praise this issue enough. It was easily the best installment of the storyline, but it was also a great installment in an Aquaman story, so highly recommended. You can find this one for about the same price as a regular new issue, so I would definitely recommend getting this over any of the other new stuff because it's so much better written, and it does a great job job bringing you up to speed on what happened, at least in the basics, so you can enjoy this issue as a standalone. So I'm definitely going to recommend this. It was absolutely a great issue. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help me out in other ways, check the links down below in the description. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.